Getting a Bricks and Minifigs in my town is actually such a fun thing because now I can have access to bricks, tiles, and other things whenever I want. And I visited it for the first time the other day, so I got some cool bricks. Today we're going to look at them, so let's get started. So as soon as I saw Side Eye's guy was in this store, I had to get him because he's such a cool minifigure and he's retired. And I also, of course, had to get a wooden sword for him because it seems like LEGO stopped making wooden tools. Like what? Did players just stop becoming noobs after the first year of LEGO Minecraft? I picked up a dark bluish gray masonry brick while I was there because I'm building up a collection of them and I can think of like 10 builds I want to use stone bricks for in the future. I also picked up a few different kinds of dark green tiles, as much as I could find, because I'm gonna try to make a spruce tree at some point soon. And yeah, you will be seeing teasers for the LEGO Minecraft world in this video because that's what I got most of these pieces for. On the note of spruce trees, I also got one of these and one of these and picked up some more plant life. So for kelp, if I decide to make another underwater build, of course grass whenever I see it, and some little flower pieces, as well as a leaf piece for a lush cave that I hope to make soon. I need as many of these as I can possibly get for those hanging vines. And then I got a couple little tiles for whatever I need them for. I also picked up a few new Technic bricks and pins because, yeah, you need a few of these per module, so I'm gonna run out at some point, and I'm already having a harder time finding these, so I decided I'd get some. Now for the last of the random pieces, I got a jumper in lime green. I don't know what I'll use it for, but I will find a way, I'm sure, to put it into something somewhere. I got a transparent blue jumper for water, reddish brown jumper for whatever I need that for, and then one of these chiseled pieces that I can use for something along the way, maybe basalt or something. I got a tan 2x4, a dark bluish gray 2x2, a piece for a torch, a couple of these little brackets. I don't know what I'll use them for, but I just thought they'd be cool to have for something. A 2x4 tile, reddish brown, 2x4 tile, black. One of these pieces, just a little, and yeah, oh, and a 2x2 brick, dark red, because hopefully I can make another build at some point soon. Also, I got some dark brown pieces for that spruce tree or something else if I need it, but yeah. Of course, for that snowy village farm I'm planning to do in either the next episode or the one after that, I got some brackets because I'm going to need it for those path blocks like I started doing with the farmland in the last episode, so I got 3 brackets. Of course, reddish brown is always useful to have, so I picked up a 2x2 in reddish brown and a piece with a clip for probably a torch somewhere along the way. And then I just realized this while filming this, but this last 2x2 is not reddish brown, it's old brown. Look at that. No way! I found an old brown piece, so that's perfect for the snowy village. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize how lucky I got with that. Wow. We got a tan tile that I found there. I just found one, 2 yellow ones, which means that I can finally build that beehive for the cherry grove using the same design I did last time, maybe a little bit different. And then you can always use more white jumpers and tiles, so light nougat, I think, jumper. I could find a lot of uses for this. And then I just used a bunch of pink tiles and plates and stuff, so when I saw these I was like, you know what, let's pick up some more just in case. I still have a few left over, so who knows, maybe I'll find another use for pink stuff in the future. Maybe I'll build another cherry tree to add to the grove or something. Then, like I said earlier, I need path blocks, and these jumpers will be perfect for that, or if I ever expand my dripstone cave in the future. And then I got this piece. I don't have a use for a Lex Luthor sticker thing, but if I take the sticker off, it is a perfectly good 2x4 tile in bright green, which I could use for an expansion of that cherry grove or for a jungle or something like that. I also got 4 dark bluish gray jumpers, which again I could find a lot of uses for. I also found some light bluish gray tiles and jumpers, and so far in the world I've used light bluish gray to represent andesite, but when I do that lush cave, it could also be a good clay color. I do want to do another build in the future, like I said earlier, and I was thinking a Crimson Forest might be an awesome one to recreate, so I'm just picking up as many red tiles as I can so that I can build that when the time comes. I also want to build a Badlands, since that was the first suggestion I ever got after starting my block accurate MOC world, so when I found some dark orange pieces, I picked them up. Definitely, I cannot pass those up. And speaking of that Badlands, I also got some flame yellow because I want to use that to make yellow terracotta. So yeah, I got some tiles, some bricks, so I can make a pretty good layer of yellow terracotta with all this stuff. I do have a tiny ice spikes biome in my world already, so if I wanted to add, say, an ice patch or something, here are some more medium blue, I think, tiles, so that I can make some more blue ice, or whatever the other non-transparent ice is, I forget, and also a medium blue brick, so you know, it's always nice to pick those up. And then I've got the pieces that I have the most of that I found in those bins, and that would be bright green and regular green. You're about to see a lot of both of those colors. First, I got a bright green 2x4 plate. I could use that for more pink petals if I wanted to make a transition from the cherry grove biome I already have, or expand onto that at some point. And these are all the bright green jumpers I found. So yeah, 14 in all. I kind of wish they had a couple more bright green tiles instead of all of these jumpers, but I mean, I need as many jumpers as I can get, so I took them all. And finally, regular green, which of course is a staple for this world. I need it for most grassy biomes, plains, forest, lush caves even have it, so yeah, I literally got as many jumpers and plates of that color as I could get. So I got a few of these 1x2 tiles, a few of these 1x4 tiles, and I also found some 2x4 tiles, which I can also use, 2 2x2 tiles, and get ready for this, a lot of jumpers. Yeah, a lot of jumpers. So that's actually really going to be helpful for my world. Now I just need to find enough grass and stuff to put on these jumpers. Huh, what do you know? I found 14 of those too, just as many as bright green. But yeah, I could even use these jumpers to texture up, say, an oak tree or something like I did with that cherry grove tree, because I think that gives it a lot more of an organic texture than just using smooth tiles on the whole thing. Although I also want to add some little flower pieces when I do an oak tree eventually. And yeah, I would say this is a pretty good haul. I think the Bricks and Minifigs store was a lot better than I thought it would be, and I can't wait to go again because they had a lot of good stuff. But that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing all this stuff and getting some teasers to what I'm hoping to make in the future. But that's all for today. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.